Same thing here, Kaisa, if she's really good at the game, she never takes Ghost. Never takes Ghost. You play against Draven first of all, but it's against Draven, Trinda, Udyr, and Irelia. Like, Kaisa, bro, wake up.
Yeah.
What can you do right now with Draven if you only last hit?
You can play for like Bush Prio. Now it's really hard for them to step up.
And they're gonna be here, you slow push, they miss XP, they miss everything. And then you have 3 waves crush, and you can 1, get plates with the 3 waves crush. 2, you're not gonna be able to get ganked. 3, it's cheater recall because you have 3 waves into the tower. You can get the free recall for free.
What's going on, guys? Vizaz here, and into this video we are going to learn how to carry hard on AD carry. The wave management, macro and rotation can still show you how you can also climb and carry very hard on AD carry. If this is the first time on my channel, my name is Vizaz, and I will post on this channel videos that will make you better in League of Legends. So if you want to make sure 100% you don't miss out anything that's gonna happen on this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell plus like right now. I'm also a coach, and I already helped 3,150 people to get better and improve. As you can see right here, I got people from bronze to platinum, from platinum to grandmaster, from bronze to diamond. This guy, for example, he got from gold to master tier with my coaching. If you also want some free coaching for a limited amount of time, I give free OPGG reviews on my stream. All what you have to do is go on my stream, twitch.tv, BizazLol, and follow the stream, say hi. I will see you in the...
Yeah. If you catch them off guard, they're automatically going to be low, and since he has Glacial, it's going to be hard for him to run. Wait, he doesn't have Glacial.
Okay, so if we catch them out guard, they're going to be low. Okay, so how do you get low? How do you get them low?
So as they come close to the bush, I Q auto once, catch axe, try to like auto while catching the axe to the best of my ability.
Okay, so
then after they burn sums, we try to back off. Then after we finish baiting,
Good. So if we 1v1 right now, I play Kaisa and you play Draven. We play 1v1. And I'm closing my eyes and I'm Kaisa and I just hit Draven. And you close your eyes. Let's say you could catch your axe and you hit me. Who wins 1v1?
If I can catch my axe?
Yes.
Well, Draven technically does have advantages if we close our... Does have an advantage if he's like spamming Q, but... If it's just auto attacks, I think Kaisa wins a little bit longer, but there's worlds where Draven wins, but there's a lot more advantages he has to like think about as he's thinking about it.
So what about, okay, so Kaisa, if you talk about the auto attack of Kaisa is more stronger than auto attack of Draven, unless Draven has 2 axes, in which case he's very strong, and in a long fight, I think that still Draven can win that.
Yeah.
But 1 X against Kaisa passive? Okay, but what about the Q of the Kaisa?
Well, if it's into Kaisa, Q is very variable, but if there's no minion wave, it makes it harder for Draven.
Exactly, 100%. So keep that in mind, because Kaisa, I agree with you, you win level 1, but you don't destroy them. Yes, Bard is very weak, but Kaisa is pretty strong, if not one of the strongest AD carry in level 1. So they are weak, but... Yes, you can catch them at old guard. That's an advantage. Yes, you have Rakan. That's an advantage. But their advantage is that Kaisa is all good, level 1, and they also have the wave. So be very, very careful when you go for this kind of trades. And be careful because Kaisa relies on support. But that's after level 2 usually. Level 1 is just, I mean, Bard is not going to do anything. True, but he still has auto attacks. So be very, very careful with this kind of engages. Because you should really, I think that the first step is you should really... VOD review your games whenever you're gonna cheese, and whenever you're gonna lose this, because I think it's gonna happen a lot, you should review it and say, hey, why did I lose this? Because now you win this because Bard is super bad.
So far
please.
So far I like the middle bush cheese is something I've been doing a lot for like around the year or so, and I definitely like have like a lot of experience doing it, and I've been watching like a lot of high-low ADCs like Viper. Not so much Guma, but I mostly watch Viper do it a lot, especially when he used to play like Samira. And I think it's like a really strong tactic because you get sums a lot of the time. You get just like a bunch of health and you just have priority over lane. Yeah. And I think it's...
If you can get it, it's good. The only disadvantage is that, well, you need duo to do this because usually supporters don't agree. Second of all, if you don't do it when you should do it, you're gonna lose. Same thing here, Kaisa, if she's really good at the game, she never takes Ghost. Never takes Ghost. You play against Draven first of all, but it's against Draven, Trinda, Udyr, and Irelia. Like, Kaisa, bro, wake up.
Yeah, homegirl needs exhaust or heal.
So let's see what we're gonna do here. So we do W.
So here, he
okay.
engaged first because she was a little far.
It's very good. That's very, very good. I don't like that it didn't stay at the extremity of the brush. You see your positioning here? So he walks up. Look at this. He walks up. You Q. That's fine. But why are you not at the extremity of the brush? Why are you here in the middle of it? So this is a small thing, like right here.
Yeah, it's probably one of those things where like, in the moment, I was probably like thinking like.
You were talking maybe? Maybe you were talking and you didn't really.
No,
think about.
I'm kind of like. I try to think about it a lot.
I see.
Because I probably was like thinking that like, okay, maybe she's gonna come closer. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm like, okay, bet. Maybe it was like one of those things where I wasn't clicking as I agreed to it.
I see. Because if you're not doing it in the game, even though after the game you can say it, yes, I didn't do it right, it's still not there. Okay, so we go for this cheese, sure. What should you do right now in the lane?
Well, my idea is to shove, play to bounce back, then freeze.
Okay, shove. Okay, shove this way, or like how do you?
So I shove both. I try to like crash the wave under the tower.
This one or which one?
Both. Like I clear this wave out as fast as I can.
Okay.
Because I want to have like both axes, and I want to be able to poke like Kaisa under tower as she tries to farm. Because right now I'm stronger than her, and she's like missing ghost.
Okay. Oh, what's the problem between trying to like push it hard here? Like what's the threat?
What's the trap or
the threat? The threat. Like the threat.
Okay, the strat. I think in the moment it was one of those things where I wanted to push it, just play on the tower, but the problem is they have an option for a gank, but I don't think their ganking power is that strong with Graves.
True. True.
Yeah.
So the problem. So right now, if you're pushing this, and then you have to crush this one, like now, I mean, it's 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Like it's not gonna happen right now. But so if you think you're stronger and you're not gonna like get chunked by the gank, you can play aggro. The problem is that if you know you're gonna get chunked or burn something, usually you should change your strategy. So, because the problem is that you're not gonna die here, but you're gonna get chunked, and it's still not good. Because if you think about it, Kaisa against the Raven late game is skill. It is skill. But you're gonna play against Bard ulti, Fizz, Graves, so it's not easy to play for you. Mordecai as well, so it's not easy to play for you. For Kaisa, I mean, she has ulti, what is it? Trinda Wudir, like this. You can just ulti away. So be careful. So right here, what is the alternative of like, okay, so I can crush this wave, like push really hard the next wave and like push them into the tower. What's the alternative?
Maybe I could probably like slow push and stack.
Okay, good. What are the advantages and the disadvantages of that?
Well, if I slow push and stack, what happens is I have a bigger wave, so if there's a gank, it's much easier to like fight into it.
True.
There's an option for dive from our jungler, but
true. In case he wants to. Okay, what else?
Yeah. There's I think it's easier to play like poke them on their tower with them being more minions.
True.
As well.
True. So big advantages.
Yeah.
Disadvantages?
Disadvantages? Well, depending on how I play it, Kaisa can have option for like a cheater recall. Here, like I think she can recall in time. Okay. By the time like the wave gets stacked, and she can catch all that XP.
So if you're slow pushing right now, that means what do you do with auto attack?
I like last hit the minions.
Last hit the minions. Perfect. So what is gonna happen with your minions if she recalls? Like let's say she recalls right now.
What happens with my minions?
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna be killing theirs.
True.
They won't really. The melees will be dying, but not the casters.
Okay. This one or this one? Like you mean about our minions or their minions?
Yeah, our minions.
Okay, so the minions are gonna die. So not these two casters.
Those casters might.
So roughly speaking, if the Kaisa is gonna recall right now, how many minions she's gonna lose? From 3 to 5, 5 plus, or 2 like 3 minus, like less than 3. If she recalls right now, and then she's coming in.
Okay, can you zoom out a little bit?
Oh, sorry.
If you can zoom out in the game, I think here probably like 3 to 5.
True.
Yeah.
So you wanna ask yourself, Kaisa is level 1. She's gonna go for cheat recall. She's just gonna lose, let's say not 5, let's say not 3, 4 minions, melee or casters. Then yeah, she has the cheat recall. She's full HP, but losing 4 minions at level 1,
it's pretty.
Experience is like
pretty big.
And then you can ask yourself, okay, but she can recall right now. And then, yeah, I mean, you could push right now, but then you do it even worse because she has even more time to get in the lane. If you just slow push, the minions are going to kill each other. Plus, if she's bad, what can you do right now with Draven if you only last hit? What can you do? What can Rakan do right here?
You can play for like Bush Prio. Now it's really hard for them to step up.
And they're gonna be here. You slow push. They miss XP. They miss everything. And then you have 3 waves crush, and you can 1 get plates with the 3 waves crush. 2, you're not gonna be able to get ganked. So if you want, you can set up a dive if you jungle once. Or 3, it's cheat a recall because you have 3 waves into the tower, and you just get a longsword or a Khal, whatever you want. I don't recommend the Khal on Draven, but you can get the free recall for free. So you see, this is why this kind of pushing is a bit coin flip, because you're not going to be able to do anything. So here, you see the auto attacks that you're getting on the minions? Out on zone. Rakan should stay here. I would stay here. Just control 3. Just love of them. They can't do shit. Because what is Bard going to do? Q? I mean, he can, but then we're going to kill him. So this is what I would personally do. Because, yeah, you want to poke them. I mean, okay, jungle can't gank you at level 1. True, but I mean, how much poke, realistically speaking, are you going to get in the tower? And thinking about plays at minute 3 is like, I don't know.
Really coin flip,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like very hard.
Because I was under, because so far the way I kind of view it is just like, Kai'Sa's a little bit shorter range than Draven. I think it takes like, if all the melees die, Kai'Sa would probably have to stand where that like melee minion is right now, and that's enough of like I can just W auto and just play out of like turret range. Which
like
makes it really
if you crush the 2 waves?
If all the minions are under tower, the minions targeting the tower.
So what if you do the same thing with 3 minion waves?
Yeah, you do have a good point.
Right? Like, you're like, okay, bro, but I'm doing a Platinum 1 play. And I'm saying, okay, but why not make the Diamond 1? You know, you're like, okay, but Platinum 1 is good. Yeah, it's not bad, but why not be a Diamond 1? Because
I see your thought process.
It's good. Okay, good. Okay. Options right here with the wave. So how is the wave right now in this specific situation?
Well, the wave is completely under tower.
True.
It's crashed.
What is going to happen in the next 30 seconds?
In the next 30 seconds?
Yes.
Well, the next wave is going to go under the tower because like we have like a bunch of minions. Next wave goes under tower, so...
Which one? This one?
Yes, that one is also going to be under tower as well.
Under their tower?
Yeah. Because
So like right now, let's see. So this wave is gonna be in the tower?
No. Okay, maybe a little bit behind it.
Okay, good. So let's visualize it. So it's very important. It's good that we get here. So I'm Draven. I just crashed the wave. I crashed the big wave. What happens now after I crash the big wave?
The minions are going to start. They're gonna be like a little bit behind the tower.
True. Who? Our minions or their minions?
Our minions.
Our minions. So, okay, so you just crashed the wave, okay? So this wave, where is it gonna be?
It's gonna be under the tower.
True. Okay, so we're gonna talk right now only about their minion wave that is right here, that is coming from the base, and our minion wave that is right here. Okay, this wave's A, let's say. What is gonna happen with them? What is it gonna push? Is it gonna be in the middle? Whatever is happening?
Well, on red side, the A is gonna be under their tower, and out on blue side is gonna be like where we are.
Okay, like right here. Okay.
Yeah.
True. What is gonna happen from there? If you disappear, Kai'Sa disappears, Bard disappears, everyone disappears. What is gonna happen then in the next 30 seconds?
It's gonna start slow pushing back into us.
True.
If the minions are even.
If the minions are even. Okay, let's talk about this. So, okay, let's see this wave state right now. So what is going to happen with this wave? So we have 7 minions and we have 7 minions here.
Well, it's probably going to, if you can zoom in a little, because I think what happens is it pushes back.
Into them or into who?
It should push back into us, so
True,
it goes
but
back
why?
under.
What's the reason?
So if their minions comes at and it's under their tower,
yes,
that means their minions is gonna attack our minions first.
Yes.
So it gives us it attacks our minions first, so our minions die theoretically faster. Like the old wave is gonna die faster, and you have a stacked wave on the enemy team to help push.
How much faster though? Because you're saying faster, yeah, but that's like 0.5
It's
seconds
valid.
faster. So like most of the minions are gonna kill each other, but then you're gonna have like one minion,
If
maybe
it's-
two.
If
in
it's
that-
in a time frame of 30 seconds, I think it should be like around a little bit towards us. So like by the time if I fully recalled and come back to lane, it should be like a stacked wave by like a little bit past River Bush.
Okay, so right here, if there are 7 minions against 7 minions, why should this wave push into us in this position? You're saying because the old minion wave is
No.
gonna hit? Tell me more. about
Well, the new so as the next minion wave comes,
Which
it
one?
comes soon.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, yes.
It comes sooner.
Okay.
It comes sooner, and it makes so that wave stacks up.
Yes,
and like it's a bigger wave. It's a bigger wave because these minions, because the
True.
blue side minions are dying
So
as they come in.
is it gonna push into us? Because you said that it depends on the minions. Like, what do you mean? It depends on the number of the minions. Because we know that this
Well-
wave is 6 minions.
Well, there specifically, like I kind of pushed a little bit of the minions.
Let's say you don't touch the minions.
If I don't touch the
Theoretically.
minions, yeah, if I don't touch the minions, it slow pushes back into me.
True, because the next minion wave comes faster to the tower, closer to the tower,
Yeah.
and then it makes
Yeah.
the wave push into you. In fact, even if you hit the minions here and you kill like 2 minions, and we have 2 minions advantage here into the wave, and we had like 8 minions against 6 minions, but the wave is right here. When the wave, the next wave is gonna come here closer to their tower, the wave is still gonna push into us because the difference between our minion, like the current minion wave, and our current minion wave is only 2 minions. So as long as you don't kill too many, so they have like 4 minions extra, so they can set up a freeze. This is always, no matter what, slow pushing into you.
Okay.
Right here, unless we have 4 more minions than they have in their wave. So knowing this fact that this wave is coming into you, what are the alternatives of plays that you can do right here?
Well, if it's slow pushing into me,
Yes,
and like let's just say like I have a really good reset,
true.
I could just recall, get an item, and just be up tempo.
Yeah, but right now, theoretically, if it's slow pushing into you and you recall right now, they can just push this cannon wave. I mean, it's not fast, but it's not really slow. So, like, recalling here is like... So, what is the alternative here that you can do? So, okay, recall is one, but it's like, if
Not
here, it's not really
okay.
the most optimal. So, what else is, like, are you able to do?
I mean, I can just last hit and let like the minions stack into me, and what
Okay,
that does.
what's that advantage? Like, why would you do that?
Well, we would do that if like let's just say we want to freeze them off the wave because like they're significantly weaker in terms of like HP advantage or
And
like,
what do you get if you do that?
well, we get XP advantage because we can
True.
push them off the wave
True.
and they won't, and they were not allowed to step up.
True. So you're gonna have the wave to come into you. Eventually, it's gonna freeze right here. You're gonna stay here with Rakan, and they're gonna get zoned. True.
Yeah.
The alternative is,
Another alternative?
yeah, like okay, so you can let the wave to come into you by slow pushing.
Yeah.
Sure, and by last hitting. What's the alternative of that?
Well, I can just kind of. I think another alternative is kind of what I did here, was just
Yes.
like shoving and just putting on their tower and just try to poke them the best I can. And
Okay, perfect. So in this case, yes, you're right. You can push, hard push, or you can just let the wave to come into you. Generally speaking, letting the wave to come into you is safest, most optimal, and highest like consistent player. But in this case, because one, they are very very low, and two, you see
There's a
Grace on the
subtype.
map.
Yeah.
You can, if you think you can either kill them in the tower, poke, or manifest a significant pressure in the tower, or get reliable plates, you can consider pushing. Usually, if you don't know where is the jungle, it's Zinzawa, Elise, like
yeah, like,
Jarvan.
I can't poke it ganking pressure. Yeah.
yes, you do not keep pushing here because the wave is
Yeah.
coming to you. In this specific situation, I don't mind. But you have to take this good decision because now you take it. But you're going to take it also next game. Now it was good. But next game you're going to take it again and you're going to have 11 deaths. And you're not going to know where it is from. Where it is from,
Yeah.
it is because of this that we're not able to judge. Hey, in this case, I can do this play because the fact that I saw Graves and they are also really low. But
Yeah.
if that wasn't the case, then we can't do that. And then you push, then you recall.
And reset.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You have the build with Trinity. What do you think about this build of Trinity? Tell me more about it.
Well, Trinity. Oh, well, I've been like I know a lot of pros been doing it, like Guma, Viper, Deft,
Perfect.
and the advantages of it is just that like you are just a bruiser. You are a bruiser doing so much damage.
True.
You have a lot of HP. It gives you a lot of survivability. It is broken,
True.
and it gives you stat check them most of the time.
True. Perfect. On Draven, well, I don't really have like high elo knowledge about the builds, but I watch like Draven players that are like Challenger 1k LP, and they say that there are like 10 builds on Draven that you can buy. There are so many things that work on him. You just have to try one, like see what it works for you. There is no, there is a consistent build always in the meta, but you can always build minimum 2 builds. Additional, extra, with different things, be creative. This champion is so good that you can build whatever you want and it's gonna work. So I'm not concerned with this build. Okay,
Yeah.
let's recap. We recall. Kai'Sa is gonna push the wave and she's gonna recall. We came in the lane phase, they recall, we take the wave. Good. Perfect. Stop. What are the alternatives here in terms of what do we do with the wave? And yeah, let's talk about this more.
So my thought process here is that well, my options are I could slow push,
True.
and like last hit, I could shove.
Okay.
I can shove just because like the minion wave won't come here in a timely manner, and we have really good like wave clear.
True. So slow push or okay, is it fast push? Okay, good. So these are like the best. Well, not the best, but the options. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Advantages of the fast push. One, you have pretty fast wave clear. True. That's an advantage.
And since like the way the state of the game is in terms of like a spot side, since we're generally stronger, we're allowed to like crash it, and it's able to bounce back to us. And off the next wave, I believe, we can just freeze them off of it, and they just can't touch it. Like if I shove this,
Okay,
next wave
I
comes.
see. I see. Well, okay. So what are the advantages of slow push then?
Slow push, stack minion wave, make
Yes.
it harder for jungler to fight us.
Yes.
And it's probably, I would say, like they're gonna be zoned off of like
True.
the wave temporarily.
True. So they're gonna lose some minions. True.
Yeah, they lose some of the minions.
True. And then once you're gonna crush, where is the wave gonna go?
When I crash, the wave is gonna go back to me.
Back to you. So the freeze thing still applies even with the slow push. Plus,
Yeah.
with the slow push, if you choose to pressure them, you have 3 waves. You don't have like a wave. Okay, let's pressure. Okay, I see. So theoretically, they recall for like I think seen like 10 seconds ago. So they should be around this place. They are gonna lose E, like the Kai'Sa. So in this case, you can push. The problem, they have 2 problems here. One, you level 3. And you have good item, like Dirk is not balanced on Draven, but it's a cannon wave, and you're level 3. And then the other problem is that you have to know, if you want to crush this wave, you have to know that Kai'Sa is gonna most likely gonna lose 1 minion, because the cannon is gonna tank how many? 7 auto attacks of the tower. So you gotta really make sure if you push this, you gotta push it insanely fast. And you can sometimes do it if you're like high level or you just have super insane wave clear. You can also think about little things. Okay, but Bard is gonna E over this wall. It's gonna be true. I mean, they're gonna be even faster. I agree.
Yeah.
So here, if you're gonna push now, what is most likely gonna do, unless you have an abysmal wave clear, like insane wave clear, they're gonna get all of the farm. So now when you're pushing this one, instead of like slow pushing, there are many disadvantages. One, you're in this position with the wave. This position with waves, I'm gankable. I don't like this. Again, I'm gonna crash a wave and a half instead of crashing 3 waves. So the amount of plates I can get is like, oof. Then I don't know what is graves. Plus, how many minions this Kai'Sa lose? This is the first minion that she was about to lose, right? So in the slow push department, here you can say, yeah, but she's gonna lose only 3 minions. True, but 3 minions or like 4 minions is better than nothing, or like 1 minion, because realistically speaking, if you push here, she loses like 1 minion maybe. Look at this.
Okay.
You see?
So I have a question. So would you say, generally speaking, like slow pushing is just generally like the better option?
If you
or like in most cases, like if you know where the jungle is, like let's just say.
So it's hard. Like, okay, so unless you know you can get free plates, free tower, free advantage. They're low into the tower and you can kill them in the tower by crashing one wave, or they just recalled and you know that you can push so fast that you can get so much on the tower, or you have to go on the river and you really have to fast push. Unless those cases, like urgent cases, are happening, you should always slow push. Yes.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say it's a rule, because League of Legends is
Yeah.
about understanding which
Which rule applies? Yeah.
exactly which rule applies in that specific situation. So in this situation, because it's a cannon wave, because you don't have so much wave clear, and because they just recalled and you can't push this wave like instantly fast, then yes, slow pushes is better. And this is why this is a big thing. When I saw this, I don't know if you saw, you probably didn't see, I instantly look at this account at the win rate, because I was like, hey, maximum 52% win rate. Because with this wave management, you're gonna have Elise. What is Elise gonna do? Elise, if Elise was here, one, you're dead, or you burn flashes. Either way, it's very bad. You see, because now we get lucky. There is Bard, the most useless champion in the lane, and there is Graves, the most useless gankers in the game. So we are playing a game where
we're allowed, like,
yes.
This is the one off chance of like bad habits, like just not mattering.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you're gonna play this game, you're gonna be 10-0, and you're gonna be like, okay, I'm playing so good. True, but you play this like a coin flipped, and you play the best case scenario. But the worst case scenario is gonna be that game when you're 0-4 and you can't do anything. So here, let's see how many are you gonna get plays. Let's see. Perfect. So you got plays. Imagine if you had one more wave. It would have been played and chunked them. Perfect. Same thing right here. We have the option to let the wave come into us, or we have the option to keep pushing. In this specific case, what would you say is better here? Judging the HP of the enemies and the jungle position, whatever it is.
I'm pretty sure like jungle's bot side, and
True.
because like top wave just came up and this is like I would probably say like I think the theme is kind of like I should just slow push more because I just get more advantages off of it and just like last it more.
Yeah, so how is the wave right now? So let's see. So you just crashed. So how is this wave right now?
It's eventually gonna slow push into us.
Exactly.
So like
yeah. So here, if you're like, okay, I'm gonna like push really hard because I know Graves is top lane, or like I saw him top lane, not that you know, because you never know if you don't see him. You can consider pushing and trying to get their HP, but if you don't know, you can kill them into the tower or get a reliable plate. Slow pushing is always fine here. Like let the wave to come into you, force them to come on the wave, and it's GG. Like now, I think that if you play clean, you're gonna have 40 CS now, and the Kai'Sa is gonna have maximum 20, because now she has 27. Yeah, but how many ways we pushed to give her free farm? That's the problem. And it's a Bard, so with a Nautilus, I expect him to have 35 like you.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you're like pushing. Yeah, sure, bro. I'm crashing one wave. Like now you're trying to kill the tower, but then you're not really getting anything. See? And then now, like right now, let's see what we're gonna do. It's like here, it doesn't matter that the wave is coming into you. If your jungle tries to invade, I would move my camera, and if he's like taking the Gromp, I would push either way. Now we see that he's just going for Drake, so I wouldn't really push if he's like patting like this and he doesn't really want to take the jungle. But so
I think I think here I like finally clicked that like I'm kind of like perma pushing the wave a little bit.
Yes.
So like I'm on like the chain of last setting, and we know Graves is top side.
Let's see.
So me and Mo was like,
I think you still hit one time or two times. Let's see. Or
no, I don't.
Okay,
I think it finally clicked.
Okay, that's good. And then you let the wave to come into you.
Yeah.
Let's see. So is he starting Drake? Okay, so then we should consider getting the push. Rakan should never go in right now. If he starts Drake and he goes in, worst case scenario is Graves dashes over the wall, they kill you both, and then we also don't get Drake. So be very careful when we're engaging like this, when we're doing Drake. So here, what should you be doing here?
Well, just like kind of like push them off the wave, make sure they don't have any like...
Yes. Yeah. What should you usually do when your jungle does Drake?
Well, usually you should, for like, if you're playing for Dragon, and like let's just say jungler's bot side, you want to shove.
Yes.
So it gives the bot laners a choice between missing the wave and helping for drag, or just getting the dragon, not help for the, or getting the wave and not helping drag, or helping drag and not getting the wave.
Perfect. And the reason why you didn't push here is?
The reason I did not push was because I was still like thinking I'm still gonna be bot, and I'm strong enough to kind of like
Perfect.
hold my own against Kaisa.
Perfect. That's the answer. Perfect. You don't need prio here in this specific situation because you already can go on the river so fast and so quick because you have the wave position right here. This is good. And now Rakan goes there. Perfect. Let's see what we're gonna do. We have to crash the wave because now it's in a bad position. And then we get ganked here. I see. Yes.
It was so unfortunate. I was on the verge of looking really cool, by the way.
I see. Yeah, I see. So you didn't expect the Bardi over at all, right?
I kind of like expected like Graves to be bot side. Like I remember like consciously having my finger over the flash key.
I see.
And
yeah, but did you think that when Bard goes Fog of War, did you think that he might actually do this? Because the thing is... please.
Yeah, because, I mean, this is one of those things where it's like, I don't know whether it's like a bad habit or like part intuition, but I kind of ego it a little bit. I'm just like, I really think I was telling Shima, I really think we just 3v2 this like easily. As long as I don't get hit by like blind and like stun, I'm literally chilling. Because...
But then how do you guarantee that? Because what if Bard is gonna Q flash on you and there is no reaction that you can have?
Yeah.
You know, you always have to think about the worst case scenario. I mean, if you play like something that you know you're gonna like, okay, I'm playing Zaya, I have ultimate, there is no way Ramos taunt is gonna hit me. Like if it's that free and you know it's gonna happen, sure. But I wouldn't really coin flip. Plus, the mistake here is not that you die really. The mistake here is really like 2 minutes ago when you didn't let the wave to come into you. Yeah. Because if you let the wave to come into you now
that replay would have never happened.
In about a minute, you're just gonna be chilling here. So you see, this is the mistake. 2 minutes before, not when you get ganked. Yes, you didn't respect Bard. Theoretically, a challenger player right here. After he does the Drake, when you push the wave, you push this wave. And then now, if Bard goes in Fog of War, a challenger player will go into the brush instantly for like 4 to 5 seconds. And if Bard is going to show in the lane, then he's going to crush the wave. He's going to lose 2 minions, but he will know that he's at least guaranteed going to get it and be safe. I see, and then everyone...
Yeah, the Fizz play kind of like ruined it. But I was really like close to like getting like a triple.
Holy, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see how I play this mechanically. So we have exhaust and we have 2 axes. Let's see. So you E. I think you can just flash right here. If you get the flash off, it's gonna be really pokers. So right now you do flash. Let's see the exhaust. This exhaust right now. Okay, decent. It could have been used a bit faster. Let's see the potion. Okay, potion we forgot. Then you got to focus Graves. You back off and you try to go on Kaisa. You run away from Fizz. That's very good. Try to dodge that. This is good. You focus Fizz, get your access. Okay, yeah, you played good mechanically. Okay, this axe you missed it.
Yeah.
Would it matter here? Yeah, I think you can maybe turn just if you don't miss that axe because you're gonna have 2 axes.
Lethal. Yeah, I have lethal tempo here, so like I'm spacing this really well, for the most part. But yeah, a lot of like minor stuff.
Yes. So if we catch this axe, it's gonna be good. So the wave management in early game, I think it's it can be considered big, yeah.
Yeah.
Can be
because I feel like a lot of times when I play like really aggressive ADCs, like because right now I'm like, I also should mention right now like I'm also on a comp team as well. And like whenever I play like champions like Draven or like champions where I kind of need to be aggressive early game, I kind of just like have really like bad habits that I kind of need to like iron out and fix. Because I think I always seem to tend to throw a lot of times whenever I play like early game ADCs, like Draven and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's because of this kind of
wave
habits.
management.
Yeah, wave management. Mainly, I will show you there is a huge mistake in mid game as well. Like also that. What should we do right now?
Just like last slow push.
Exactly. Because if you're trying to crush right now, you have to crush. You have to push now. But now, if a jungle is like behind you, he can go like this. But if you have a big wave here and you crush when you're here, there is something. And if you crush when you're here or here, it's completely another story. See? And now Bard generates so much. You see the Bard? You don't know where it's Graves. You don't know where it's Graves. Fizz can move. Maybe they might have TP in another game. So you can't play the game because of the wave management.
I looked at him like, what is he doing?
Yeah. Just a mistake. Here, again, keep pushing.
We see Graves stop.
We see Graves stop, but if you know you can get plates here by pushing this wave or pressuring them into the tower, you can push. The problem is that it's hard to get plates like
Yeah, because you
Just
need
like
more of a minion wave.
exactly,
Yeah.
because look at the board. They can just walk up on you. So you
Mhm.
see the same mistake over and over and over again. And this guy has 53 farm. I think you can get her to 40 if you improve your wave management, and then you have 80. But that's huge. Double the farm. Completely huge. And then here she should not roam for a 0-1 Irelia anyways. But it's fine. You get something here.
He had a good roam, but this is one of those things where it's just like I did not expect this at all, and it caught me like blindsided.
So he went on the river? Let's
Yeah,
see.
he goes in river. I had vision of it, but
And then he
I should have just backed off a little bit further.
Yeah, you should just back up because you should expect this happening because this is what all X bar does. Plus the wave is coming into you. You don't need to walk up. And if you
He did.
think about it, there is nothing mid lane to really roam for. Because you have no teammates as Bard. So this one is definitely a bad pattern that is gonna hold you back really hard in competitive too. This is a big death. It's a big death. Because now you won the lane even though you did a lot of goofy wave management thing. You win the lane, but now what is Kai'Sa farm? 71 against 72. Really, you played this good the lane. I mean, they played good, but he played it better at least than her.
Yeah.
But then you're level 6, she's level 7. So just that kill is like, oof.
Yeah, really bad.
And then here, this is the first time when you slow push. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let me get my notepad here. Okay, this is not you. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, it's right here. Perfect. Okay, so let's see how we play this one. So, mechanics. Okay. Good. Okay, this is fine. You get W, E, kite it on the right. Just kill him. Very good focus, very good exhaust. Beautiful double kill. Very good mechanics. Well, we suicided for this though. Like, there is no really like a real reason to really suicide for this. It's good to get the kill for sure, but it's majority of the cases luxurious. Like, you can get plate and wave and all of the XP, or you can get one more kill but die. So I would always like just not go into this kind of fights. But this is the Draven playstyle. So if you're doing this on any other champion, it's bad. If you're doing it on
really
Draven, it's not
Yeah.
that bad. It's bad, but not that bad. Like, there are players that play high elo with this playstyle.
Yeah, I really watch a lot of Hans, and he's just like, the playstyle is just like I'm looking to like dive, not really like get out.
Like
Get out.
Hansama or who?
Yeah, Han Sama. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's see what you're gonna do. Right now, you're really strong. You have Trinity and Pickaxe. You're super strong.
I think I just solo dive this guy, so just if we're just spacing
Very
along.
good. Very good. Then you push. Try to dive. Okay, so when you dove this one,
We saw Graves mid.
we saw Graves mid. So you knew that Graves is mid, right?
Yeah.
And Fizz?
Well, I think Fizz was off reset, no?
Yes, but did you know at that point?
Yeah. Cause like we were like me and Shima was watching mid. He was telling me like, Shima was watching mid mostly. He was like, yeah, we have like a window here. Cause
And you sure he was thinking also about Fizz? Because, yeah, Graves. Graves is mid, but what is the Fizz?
this is on reset.
Because you could have just gone like this with Fizz.
Mm.
So be careful with this type. This is not bad that you're playing super aggressive because Graves is mid and Kai'Sa is dead. So I think Shima meant that we have a window that Bard is alone, Kai'Sa is dead, and Graves is mid. But I don't know if you thought about the mid lane. Again, it's not bad that you go for this, but just be very careful. Like, you have
this
to.
could have been here.
This could have been here, and we just have to think more about the worst case scenario.
Yeah, because I feel like in high low they're gonna like abuse that a lot.
100%. You're gonna get TP'd behind and you're just dead. Okay, now you go to mid lane. Okay, the reason why you go to mid lane right here is...
Well, for one, it's one of those things where like it's kind of habit for once you go bot, it's much safer for you to be mid, and you want to be mid because you're like the first, since you're the strongest person there, you're the one reacting to like all the plays, whether it's Dragon, whether it's Rift Herald, Baron.
Okay, so what's the objective right now?
The objective is probably Rift Herald, upside.
Okay, 18 seconds. What about the bot wave though? Because
Bot.
Kai'Sa looks like she's pushing. They're gonna give this tower just for free?
It was one of those things where I wanted Udyr to kind of low-key just like I thought he was gonna like take the wave and just make sure like he doesn't get it, because like he's closer to bot, and we see mid pushing in and nobody's like really mid at the moment.
Okay. Good. But you know that he's gonna get less XP if he's gonna get, like, he's a jungle, so he has a lot less XP than... Okay, but that's not the problem really. Okay, so you're saying that you want to be mid lane because you're the strongest. Okay, where do you feel safer? So you said you mid you feel safer, right?
Generally speaking, mid is generally safer because there's more ways to escape through, and it's... Oh boy. I remember hearing the words and it makes sense, but I just can't like explain it.
Okay, so
yeah.
Usually going mid lane is safe. Usually being around mid lane, not on AD carry though. Because on AD carry, you're gonna be like, okay, mid is safe. Yeah, mid is safe. Luden's Fizz. Good luck. You're not having flash. You can say, okay, but I have exhaust. His ulti does like 600 damage, and then even if you... Okay, he's gonna do 400 damage. Then he's gonna have Q double, then he's gonna E out. You have Rakan, but if Graves is there as well, and then you have the Bard ulti, I feel safer bot. Compared to like, okay, I'm gonna play against Kai'Sa. What is Kai'Sa gonna do? You know? Because more they can rotate mid lane. So when you rotate to mid right now, it's a commitment. You have 2 items, so you're not weak. You can rotate mid lane. The problem is that in this specific situation, one, Fizz is not gonna be able to get mid because he only has a cannon. And 2, the bot wave is really pushed in. So personally, Udyr should go mid here and then he should go bot. Not because, again, he could also go mid. The problem is that if you go mid, you're gonna remain mid, which against Fizz, you don't necessarily want this. But if you go bot, you push one wave, you push the wave right here, and then you rotate to mid lane. But then Kai'Sa is gonna be stuck there because she has to catch the wave. So the rule of thumb is that whenever you want to go to mid lane, you want to keep in mind like the wave bot lane, and if she's about to get the tower, unless there is a big fight mid lane that you really want to be part of, or something big that is happening, but now nothing is happening. Yes, Herald is spawning, but it's spawning in the future, it's not now. So I would go to bot lane here. I would go to bot lane to catch the wave, because now this is super free for her. And then only Udyr could have just gone bot. So Udyr should go mid, and then you should go bot. Now you stay here, you exhaust. Okay, so you exhaust. So just so how is this playing? What do you think?
So the reason I exhausted was because I thought we had like a window to kill because he's like playing a little too close to us. And
true, but what ability does he have?
He does have his E.
Right. Okay, so then they're gonna exhaust. I mean, sure, exhaust is good, but how are they gonna catch him?
Well, if Rakan are W's and like the exhaust gives him like enough of a window where it's like he's able to, there's a world where he's able to like just be in the spot where he might land if he's like running away.
Okay. What about only teammates behind?
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm not too worried about them because we see Mordekaiser topside, and Mordekaiser is like the biggest threat. Graves is pretty behind in the game in comparison to me.
Okay, well, he has Stormraiser and he's 3-3. Plus, where is the Bard? Because Bard could ult you.
Yeah.
And in addition of that, it's a Fizz. So if you're doing this when you play against like Orianna, I'm like, okay, I mean, maybe you can catch her. But Fizz, and didn't have Rakan ulti also. It's like super coin flip. Super coin flip to do this. Super coin flip. And then it's even more coin flip. Okay, so Well, you were on the same page with your friend, but again, this is a very bad play. Look at this. Because here you're like, okay, I missed the ulti. Yeah, but the play was coin flip in the first place. So you see, this is why you're gonna throw a lot of games. This is why your performance is inconsistent. Wave management, not like wave management, like not knowing when to push, when to slow, like let the wave to come into you and exactly when to crush. And 3, respecting the enemy jungle and the enemy threats are 3 things that are gonna make your gameplay be like this. 10 games, 10 wins, 10-0. 10 kills, 0 deaths. Then 9 kills, 1 death. 10 far per minute. Best AD carry. Faker. Next game, 0-5. Useless. Next game, 0-3. Useless. 0-2. Useless. You're not gonna be able to play the game because you're not a consistent playstyle AD carry. You don't have a playstyle that works really well for every single game. You have playstyle that works Faker level if enemies are stupid and they don't gank you, and playstyle that you're 0-5 if enemies are smart and they abuse you on bot. So you wanna find a mid, like in the middle of this balance.
Yeah, I personally think that like right now specifically, I think it's mostly like that's kind of my issue whenever I play Draven specifically. Because I do agree with you where it's like I have like those are my biggest issues on Draven where it's like I play the same way. I definitely like push a lot without like thinking about it.
I see.
Because I feel like I'm a big hyper carry player. I like Jinx, I like Kog'Maw, and I feel like those games definitely they all kind of play the same. Where I kind of just like play the vibe, and if they see a mistake, I abuse it. But other than that, I just farm. But whenever I feel like I play aggressive, like an aggressive ADC or more early game focus ADC, I feel like that's where like most of my bad habit like really like just shows.
I see. Yeah, so here right now we're like in a pretty bad position to begin.
Yeah.
As in like in this position. Okay, so now. Okay, so let's see what you're gonna do. Gonna lifesteal. Okay, Aurelia goes mid. Kai'Sa is pushing bot. Like here I would ping Aurelia to go bot, by the way.
Yeah.
There is no reason for her to be.
I think I did, but
yeah, but
just
the thing is, if you ping when you're here and you ping her when she's here, it's something. When you ping her right now, you pinged her. Yeah, but she's already mid. Do you really think she's gonna go all the way to bot? I mean, she could, but you should ping her when she's right here, when she's about to decide.
Yeah.
So this is gonna hold you back a lot. I think this is a pattern, like understanding exactly when you have to give up bot lane, you have to group mid, and understanding when do you have to catch the wave bot. Now you push, and this is another problem. Now you push, for what do you play right now? Oh, sorry. For what do you play right now? So you go bot, you take the wave. What should be your decision making in the next 15 seconds? Based on what should you judge your decision making right here?
Give me 1 sec. And I feel like here, I just kind of want to like, I think I should have been mid here to like play for Rift Herald, but
well, you had to go bot because you didn't ping Aurelia fast enough, so you had to go bot because you can't share XP. Because Kai'Sa was pushing bot and she was really pressuring you. So the decision of going bot is good. But what do you want to do next? So you're pushing this way.
I think I just want to shove because I see everybody top
Of course. You're not going to slow push here or frag. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so shove one wave through. What else?
And just like, I probably want to like play for bot tower. I play for bot tower here because like,
for bot tower,
because if Rift Tail's coming up,
okay,
like realistically they should play for that top side because like that's the most neutral objective, and like it's already like too late for me to like go to that fight.
True.
But the only problem is I have to like be kind of cautious of like where mid might be because he's low and he's probably going to be on reset.
Okay, true. So you want to get the bot tower. The advantage is you get gold and you're not going to get there anyways. And I mean, not really open the map because the bot tower is completely useless. Top tower is completely useless. Like these towers are not really opening the map. These towers are also like pretty bad towers because I mean they're gonna fall anyways. This tower opens the map, and this tower is also okay. But the side lane towers is like having mid inhibitor. I mean, it doesn't do anything because they're gonna group mid lane anyway. So it's some gold, but it's not like okay, I got this advantage. So it's not like a huge reward. What is the problem? So the problem is that you said that Fizz might be on the reset and he might kill you. What's another problem that can happen here? It's a big mistake, by the way.
Another problem. Well, they can. If I had to guess.
If you're pushing right here and they're fighting for the Herald, you can't be really there. So right now you're keeping pushing. So right now, what are you missing right now?
What am I missing?
Because you're getting 300 gold. But at the same time,
We miss. Oh, we lose mid.
we lose mid.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, if they're gonna make like that fight for Dragon, I was kind of like watching as the fight was going down, where it's just like, mid was too low, and by the time I get there, it's probably it might die anyways. So I'd rather
The
just
mid laner?
straight go.
The mid laner, who is that? Who might die?
The
anyways?
mid tower.
Okay, so then what if you fight for it? And you're gonna be able to get a double, because realistically speaking, you have 2 items. Guy says 1 item.
Yeah.
So you see your playstyle right here. You're trying to play tower for tower, which is fine, 300 for 300 gold. But I would say, fuck this tower, it doesn't do anything. I'm gonna go on mid. And it's not even a coin flip to 1v2 because you have big items.
Yeah.
And then you fight this tower, you level 10, and you play from there. Because realistically speaking here, I 100% agree with you. You can't be in the fight right now. You have to push bot. You push bot. This is good. Push bot. But now, after I push bot, I'm like, okay, they're gonna get Herald. Okay, but what after Herald? Because after Herald, my stupid teammates are still gonna fight. So do I wanna play for 300 gold? Or do I wanna have a reward of 900 gold if my teammates are gonna fight? And trust me, in SoloQ, they will fight. So in this case, I would recall right away because 1, this tower is very low reward. 2, if Fizz is gonna rotate instantly, you're gonna either die or not take the tower, which is already bad. 3, if you're gonna be in the fight, even after the Herald is dead, you still have value by hovering your teammate. Because realistically speaking, had you recalled faster, you would have been around mid lane right now. Around here. And then when Rakan is here, you can be right here. You see this? And you can just get the wave, and it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna lose the tower. So your mechanics are gonna show you okay, so this is why we're not doing damage. You see this?
Yeah.
Okay, this is good. So you have good mechanics, your damage goes up, but this mistake with the rotation is not good. So we had the tendency to like go mid when you had to go bot, and also here pushing too much. So we're not really in the fights when we should be in the fights. Like this is a big pattern. Big pattern. Because if you're gonna keep trading bot towers like this in Kai'Sa, every single time she's gonna fight, she's gonna get the lead. And you're not gonna be able to do anything. Now you're mid. This is good. This is good. And then now you're staying with this guy. This is good that you're fighting. Trinda is top lane. Then you recall. This is fine. Then you go to mid lane. You take the wave. Then you go to push one more. You take mid tower. And then you take the raptors. That is fine. You play for mid tower. This is good. You recall. Let's see if you play with your teammates. Okay, now they just get Nash. I see. Like this guy's she's 5-3-2. 2 things. 1, she should never be able to play the game if you play good wave management. 2, if you're in team fights, just 1 or 2 more fights. 1 or 2 more fights. If you're not bot and you play with Kai'Sa, she's completely over. Because you need to win one team fight. Because look at this gold. Like it's 2k gold difference. Like it's really close. So anything that I do can matter here. And you also have Shima that can help you. Exactly what I was saying. The same mistake. Look at this. Now, okay, what should we be doing?
Well, I would say just like clear bots.
Okay, what's the disadvantage of clear bot?
I won't be with my team.
True.
Like if there's a fight that's happening, I won't be with my team.
Yes, but you have 2 teammates in base. There is a difference if you're getting bot wave and they are here 4 people.
Yeah, but I could also follow my team. Yeah.
Like here, you can just push the wave and then go with your team. I agree with you. If there was the Baron Nashor, you would be like, should I really go bot? But even in that case, you can clear it really fast and don't push another one. Just go, clear and go. But in this case, definitely there is no Nash and your teammates. I mean, there are 2 people. It's not really your teammates because the other teammates are in base. You should clear bot and then go mid. So you see, this is a pattern. And if I'm going to check the other games, it's probably going to happen again. Look at this. This is a free wave. And then Irelia went there. You can just clear one wave and then go mid lane. This is super important because this means your farm can be better, your wave management can be better, your mid game macro can be better, so you can improve literally everything. So you said Master Grandmaster. So this is how Master Grandmaster play. Well, master first of all. But first is we're gonna need to fix the early game. The early game is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And then it's GG.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your mechanics are definitely gonna allow you to win a lot of games. So your mechanics, so we just need to improve the fundamentals. So I just need to give you a plan on that. Okay. So let's see if there is anything else in this game that is worth talking about. Yeah, you definitely have a really aggressive playstyle and like get caught a lot and you play coin flippy. I'm not concerned with the playstyle because I'm not gonna change your playstyle. The only problem is that you don't take correct decisions and you're taking very big risks for very low reward, like the bot tower. Like that's a medium risk for a low reward. Because it's like Fizz can go there, Mordekaiser can go there, and we got very lucky that Mordes doesn't have TP. See. Yeah, so I know how to fix this thing, so it's good. So these are the easiest things to fix with coaching anyways, so as long as you have the mechanics, which you have, Nick, it's fine. And you lost this game?
Yeah.
I see.
Yes, I could have played a lot better, but like mid top kind of just gave up midway through this game, and it felt like this game felt really winnable if I was just better. Like it's like make smart decisions or anything like that. But yeah, this was like one of those games like I wish I had the VOD for, so you see my POV.
Oh yeah, I would love that.
But
it's fine because we identified a lot of patterns anyways. Yeah, I think a Diamond 1 Draven main will definitely carry this.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I definitely agree, but I'm mostly like, it's one of those things where it's a champ I want to pick up and I want to get good with because I think he's really strong.
Draven?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, he's super strong. So let's see what we learned from today's coaching session. Let's make the things more clear right now.
Alright.
So what did we learn what is the most important things?
Slow pushing is like, I would say, top of the tier list.
Okay, so
Yeah.
wave management with caps lock. So
Yeah.
understanding. Okay, so the mistake was we are perma
pushing.
autopilot pushing without a reason. Solution is we need to judge and understand better when we can slow push and stack 2-3 waves, and when we can and should push right away. Perfect. What else?
I would kind of say like being in the right spots at the right time, whether it's like
Okay, mid-game rotations. This is also big. Mistake is we are going on mid lane when we are supposed to catch our waves on bot, plus we ping too late our teammates to follow, because they will not follow anyways, even if you ping them good sometimes. But imagine if you follow them late. Like if you ping them late, it's even gonna be worse. So that's the problem.
I think this might go with like wave management, but I would probably say like risk assessment.
Yes. So like, ooh, yeah, true. So macro risk assessment. Definitely going for too many coin flips.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put it with like caps lock everything because it's like not something that we can fix like now. Going for too many coin flips and taking low reward, high risk plays. Like killing Fizz mid, he didn't even have a shutdown. We didn't need to burn in it, everything for him. That's a high risk, low reward. Okay, also plus we are pushing and taking the bot tower. I'm definitely not gonna forget about this. We're taking the bot tower when we can just recall and be in the fight on mid. Okay, good. So these are like pretty big things. The mechanics are very good. Also the jungle, like jungle tracking, but it's more about like playing too aggro and taking too aggressive moves without having info about enemy jungle. That's
I felt like with this game in particular, like I definitely agree, but I definitely agree with this thing in particular, but I don't know. I feel like no, it's fine. It's fine because I want to like rebuttal it because I feel like it's not
so
that.
it's not necessarily jungle tracking. It's about
Yeah.
like enemy team tracking. Do you
Yeah.
know what is the mid laner when you're walking up? Do you have any knowledge about the TP of Mordekaiser?
Yeah.
Did you see the jungle tracking, like the pathing? Did you see him on the map? Because if you're playing aggressive, because some of the situations you knew where he is, some of the situations we were like, I can 2v3, but then he came, he killed you instantly. So that's the problem. It's like understanding like what kind of risk you have to take. Because here, this is not something that I saw in this game, but it's 100% a thing when you have 12 deaths per game consistently, like 11 deaths per game. So it's a combination between wave management, macro rotations. It's not that severe for sure. And I think that it also helps you that you play with your support. But I think it can be better. Like when I'm putting these mistakes, I'm asking myself, is this a Grandmaster performance jungle tracking?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, maybe it's Diamond. But Master tier Grandmaster, maybe not
Definitely
yet.
could be better. Okay.
So the biggest thing, so not like it holds you back right now. No, 100%. The first one is huge, it's severe. Very, very, very severe. And also the second one is going to hold you back a lot. The third one, honestly, if we fix the first two things, third one is not even going to matter. Third one is not even going to matter because you're going to take so many good decisions that even if sometimes you coin flip, it's going to be good. So definitely the slow push thing. Thing. Plus understanding waves and alternatives on what to do with the waves better. 100% this. Then also mid game, like there is definitely a lot of work. I think that you need minimum 45 more games on AD carry to fix that. Maybe you can watch the session one more time, it's going to be really useful. And I think if you can from time to time play some support, maybe some mid lane, it's going to help you. Just generally speaking, like to play it better, like to just have a better understanding about the game. I think that you're fine with the game knowledge, but it can always be better. So if you have from time to time, you have time to play a bit more mid, a bit more support, it will help you. It's not going to be useless for sure.
Yeah. So playing off-road, is there any champions that you recommend? Because so far, like, I don't know. I definitely, for support, I play Milio, but I think I need to play like mid a lot more.
For you, literally anything. Like you're not like bad fundamentally as a player, so anything you play, you're gonna improve on. So you don't need a specific champion pool that is gonna allow you. Like if you would be a bronze player, I would recommend you some champions that are good for you. If you'd be a platinum player, I would give you some champions that are good for you. But since you're in this spot where you know spacing, you have mechanics, you have concepts, you can literally play anything. Anything is in one. If you want to play support, play one engage, play one enchanter. Don't play only Lulu and Janna.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter what champs you pick as long as you pick multiple dynamics. As in, if I play mid, I go on assassin, I go Zed if I want to play Zed, and one mage. If I want to go support, no problem. Enchanter and engage.
So would you recommend I play it on my like whatchamacallit, like the lower ranked account for the mid, or
you can really even play normals. It just doesn't matter that much, I think. Like even normal games is fine, or like world account or something. Okay, how can I get to master tier? Definitely it's gonna be wave management. It's gonna take a while, and then it's gonna be macro rotations. And I think after macro rotations, this should be diamond 3 to diamond 1, depending on how much you improve this. And then one more thing to like push for master. But if we get these things clean, theoretically it should be already like very close to D1 master. But D1 master with every single champion consistently, maybe you're dropping into D2, but then you get to D1 again. Not like today D1, tomorrow platinum 1. That's not D1. Like hitting a rank doesn't mean anything. Keeping the rank means
it's what matters. Yeah.
Because if I get challenger and then I'm instantly dropping to diamond 1, I'm not challenger. So definitely wave management is gonna need a lot of practice, and mid game too. Perfect. So let me give you the session recorded, and let's go to the questions right now, Nick, if you have questions for today.
Yeah.